The question is, why am I not getting subscribers? All my friends are putting nearly no effort into their channel and they still have more subscribers. So it's your content. The reason you're not getting subscribers is because of your content. Well, it could actually be a number of things. One, you have a discovery problem, which means that your titles and thumbnails are not getting people to click. Once they do click, it's a content problem, or it could be a content problem, which means that if you can't get people to click, then YouTube's not going to keep showing your videos to people because it's a waste of space for them in terms of they can put content that's proven to perform in the place where they would normally put you. And then once somebody does click, if you are getting clicks, but people aren't, watching, or they're watching, but they're not subscribing, then in that situation, then if you're not converting viewers into subscribers, that means that they're just not getting that the value that you're offering to them through the content that you're putting out, it's not crystal clear. And what I mean by that is maybe you don't have a value proposition. Maybe you don't have, in terms of, letting people know what your channel's about. Maybe you're making a bunch of mixed type of content. Maybe you're just doing like meme style content where there's no like real value there. Like, hey, it's good to come in and watch that video, but there's no real reason to subscribe to an entire channel full of this. Maybe you make content to where I know there's like an auto service channel, or like a car channel that would hang out in the live streams quite a bit before. And with them, one of the things that they had was people, because the type of content they would make is they made content on a bunch of different type of cars, and it was how to fix specific issues on a bunch of different type of cars. But since they weren't really focused on a specific type of car, the people that were coming in and watching that video, there wasn't any clear additional value on the channel, which because of that, it ends up hurting the view to subscribe rate on the channel itself. So, those are some things to think about in terms of just making sure that it's clear the value that you offer. Because here's the thing, and as a content creator, everybody needs to understand this because it's super important. The amount of work that you put into your content, because the part of the question was that my friends that are putting out the content, they're not putting in much effort, but they're getting a better result than I am, where I'm putting in all this work and I'm not getting as much effort. Unfortunately, the amount of work that you put in doesn't necessarily reflect the result that you're going to get. It can, if that work is, effective work, but the amount of work that you put in doesn't always reflect the result that you get out of it. That's why you see some people, they're just kind of winging it and they do great, where other people, they put in all this time and they're just struggling along. Because even though you put in more time for whatever reason, even though that they're just kind of, winging it or whatever it is that they're doing, people are responding to their content more than they're responding to yours, even if you're putting more time in it. So in terms of the amount of time that you're spending on your content, the only thing that matters is how people are responding to that content. Like if you care about getting views, and if you care about getting subscribers, and you care about growing your channel and all the awesome stuff that comes with it, then in that situation, you have to make content that people respond to. Right? You have to make content. It doesn't matter if it takes you 10 minutes to make it or if it takes you 10 days to make it, people have to respond to it. Right? So, some people, they can just go right through, no problem at all. They just put up content that a lot of us might look at as like, oh, that's lame content. Why would anybody even bother putting that up on YouTube? But viewers enjoy it. And that's what matters. And that's what causes those channels to do well. For tools and resources to help you with your YouTube channel, make sure you check the links in the description of this video. And to have your question answered live, join us Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern.